Should we be worried about the US consumer?
Well, Vonnie, I think we should be. The consumer is always the last shoe to drop. So far this year, it's been holding up pretty well. The rest of the economy has slowed very sharply. The US has been catching down to the rest of the world. Manufacturing is in recession. Companies have cut hours worked on a year-over-year basis. They're actually contracting. And so this is now starting to show up in consumer spending. And I think there are good reasons for that. One is that real wages are coming under pressure. Nominal wage growth has not accelerated further. It's actually decelerated recently. And at the same time, inflation keeps rising. So real wage growth has been coming down and the labor market is slowing. So I think we're now in the phase where the overall economy will slow as the consumer slows. And we think we have entered what we call a window of weakness for the economy, where the economy goes down to something like stall speed, maybe something like 1% growth or so over the turn of this year.
Now, I do want to point out that the weakness today with Home Depot has also got to do with strategic factors. It's not just about home retailers not doing so well. We'll see more from Lowe's tomorrow. Maybe we'll be able to make a better judgment. But Joachim, even given what you said about a window of weakness, isn't it true that you're looking for a moderate recovery as opposed to the economy sliding into something a little bit more dangerous?
Yeah, Vonnie, I think the baseline is, and our baseline is, that in the course of next year, you'll see some moderate recovery. The reason is the Fed has cut rates 3 times, so financial conditions have eased. And with the usual time lag, that should have some impact. Also, some of the uncertainties, the global uncertainties, have been a little bit reduced. The hard Brexit looks pretty unlikely now. We may get a trade deal, a phase 1 trade deal between US and China. So all of that should, in the baseline, help some recovery in the economy next year. But I think, that's the story after the next. The next story is that we will continue to see growth momentum going lower as we go into the new year. And so I think this will raise new doubts on whether or not there will be a recovery. Another way of saying this is that recession risk, while it has come down a little bit over the last few months, is still elevated. We are still in a late cycle environment. And if the economy is growing at stalled speed, Vonnie, it doesn't take much to tip you over.